last session, we introduced our little group, and they made themselves a new home in Mordheim, kind of kicking out their current occupants with an axe. Or, well, they used axes. The group used a variety of various different weapons, most of which whiffed for like 20 minutes. So we finally managed to finish up those orcs, and everybody moved in. And so what has what have all the characters been doing during the downtime? Had a few days. What have all the characters been up to?
Just tending to my weapons and armor, keeping it clean and fit, tend to my wounds.
The Warpstone hunt with me.
Oh, true.
Downtime stuff.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Warpstone hunt with Scratch Scratch, Scratch Scratch.
Yep. Everybody got all set up in the base, and Maine and Siegfried started heading out and trying to find some more of this shiny, glowy weirdstone around. And what about Larastay and Rowan? What have you two been up to?
Larastay has been spending her time completing odd jobs for people in town, while making her humble abode more darker and edgier, just because she's a dark elf and a rogue.
Of course.
He took the carpet off of the floor and hung it up over the window.
Oh yeah, I found some nice blackout curtains, put those up. It's like pitch black in there.
Yep.
Real dark and edgy.
Go down to your local Hot Topic.
Yeah, thankfully elves have pretty good dark vision. It's not like D&D where you can see in pitch blackness, but especially the Druki, they're very good at seeing in the dark. So it's not as bad for you, although it is still pretty dark.
That's the point. It's nice and dark.
Yeah, you've been finding some people around that are like, hey, give me this kind of thing, I got some gold for you, and you've been basically doing quick scavenging runs for everybody. And what has Rowan been doing?
He is currently typing in chat.
He is drawing art to apologize for almost murdering me in that Warpstone ritual last time.
Yeah, it's alright. We've got the Weirdstone hunt to deal with first.
But yeah, I'm just to say for Rowan, because he was studying the arcane tome.
Yeah. He was studying a little book, which I've given him a thing with what he learned on that. It is up to him if he shares it with you guys, which he can do when he gets back, because it'll take him a fair bit to decode all of that and get all the information that he's gotten. So, in the meantime, so a few days into it, you guys have been out looking around, looking for that telltale nice little glow of some weirdstone. And after a while of searching around, you've found a few bits. Searching around in this crumbled half remains of a house, you found these two small, about palm-sized chunks of this glowing green rock. Just sat there. Mange and Siegfried.
Mange takes one.
I'd give a nice long whistle before picking mine up, giving a good once over.
Oh, we're getting ambushed, aren't we?
So yeah, as you pick it up, roll me a will test. You pick it up, and the energy of the weirdstone kind of shocks up into your arm, and see how well you resist it.
Will test. I roll this with
Siegfried is
because
normally cautious, but was really excited and tired this day. It was a bad combination.
It's very hard to collect weirdstone without being affected by it. You need tongs to pick them up with and not be affected.
I roll with advantage.
Yeah. Good thing you did. That would have been a 19.
Is it just pure will?
A little shock off his arm.
For you, it's pure will. I'm a Skaven, so I get the advantage roll.
14.
And what is your stat?
My will, I believe, was at shit. It's at 12.
Right, so roll me a D100 to see what happens. Most likely not really much.
Roll 1D100.
Right, 32.
32.
So as Siegfried picks that up, also roll me a D10.
4.
As Siegfried picks it up, you feel this shock of energy go up your arm, like you just like touch the doorknob after rubbing your feet on the carpet. Just this shock goes up you, and Mange, you see basically every single hair on Siegfried's body is just stuck straight up, like he just got massively electrocuted. Siegfried is quite poofy all of a sudden.
Woo! Word stone.
Is it like one of the like that mad scientist type of thing where he shocks himself and his hair just stands up like that?
Yeah.
Does the fucking
Striped beard could,
Miyazaki
like,
film
impale
anime
a
thing
small
where
bug.
their just hair stands up on end when they're flustered?
And could either both of you or one of you with advantage give me a perception detection?
With advantage?
Yeah, either both of you roll or one of you roll with advantage.
I should probably roll with advantage because I have it as a skill and my perception's higher, so...
Fair, I was distracted by the spark.
Oh yeah, I definitely should have been the one to roll with advantage.
Yeah, so as you're there looking at the now poofy human, Skaven is perk up, but you hear like crunch and like sliding of rubble as presumably something is moving down the road a bit.
Immediately, I just grab the puffy human and drag him to get down, and then just before he can manage to make any noise, bring a finger to his lip, albeit probably really fucking disgusting finger, but still a finger
Yeah,
covering
stinky.
Very
Pudding
like
Skaven finger.
Finger just get pressed to your lips. It does not taste good. Very matted fur stuck to it. And, yeah,
I
both
try
of
to just pucker my lips in as far as I can, but I get the message.
both of you roll a stealth.
Both of us roll stealth?
Yeah, as you hear footsteps approaching.
Great success again.
Mange has been rolling well. Siegfried, you as well.
I'm using it all right
Double
now.
checking.
Yeah, stealth for you. Nice.
Oof. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
My brain still went D&D, so I was like, oh, fuck.
And Siegfried, remember, you can click on where we see the little
Yeah.
die icon on the sheet. You
Don't
can
forget
click
to roll
there.
the die in your fucking sheet, my dude.
See? So you two managed to return to the house, no worse for the wear, and with 2 weird stone for your trouble. Which I assume you divide up 1 each.
Mange takes the one that he picked up and doesn't try and steal Siegfried's, but instead scurries up to his room to hide it somewhere.
Good exchange.
Yeah,
I will also, Siegfried will also take his up to his room and find a good spot to stash it.
Probably just this fucking storage closet you got.
Why is it not going to just announce it?
Siegfried
Yeah,
has a nice
maybe.
armory closet thing.
I mean, this partially
You
first
see,
collection,
there's
but
a
it could be a
reason
good
I
little
didn't
compartment
announce
board.
where
So
I put it, but announced where you put it.
yeah, but that was you announcing, not me. Maybe it's
I'm telling the
maybe
truth.
it's just like in the ceiling fan or in the
It's
don't-
in
you
the
don't-
in the
ceiling fan.
table leg
Okay,
hollowed
now I
out.
know where it is.
maybe it's none of those places, and you're being tricked by a master of deceit.
This is Anu's pocket. The
You're
ultimate
implying
hiding
that they would have the technology to have like proper functioning ceiling fans.
place.
That's a ceiling fan. Table leg is the most advanced we're getting.
The Skaven might
Call it out,
have
table
tech
leg.
to do a ceiling fan, but that's not really what they do with their tech.
No, not really.
They will make wheels of guns that fly forwards and run things over.
But if you told them how a ceiling fan, like maybe under right circumstances, could be a pretty gruesome killing tool,
Yeah. Just raise somebody up into it.
Yeah, just make sure it's made out of pure, like, sharpened metal.
Been
I think
fascinating.
my headphones disconnected for a second. Hang on, I can hear you now though.
Alright. So, yeah.
Rowan would actually leave the notes that he went ahead and made with 5 GP for Mange's return as he continues to still decipher the journal.
See? Yeah, so
Or
around
not majored return.
yeah, this is around the 3rd day. Mange and Siegfried finished their thing yesterday. And yeah. Like, let me too, like, what do you guys tend to do every day? What's the day
Mange, for at least, like, the first week or so, Mange is going to just try and, quote-unquote, pretty up his room.
A lot of the Skaven symbol of the weird, badly drawn triangle thing everywhere, all over the room.
Basically. It's everywhere.
Have a knife frantically scratching that onto every surface that you can. Hiding your weird stone and other shinies so people can't get them.
What shinies? You don't know I have shinies. Stop saying I have shinies.
Exactly that. If you had any, they'd be hidden.
Theoretical shinies.
Yeah, they are. What's the name?
No, the grail is fucking broken, my dude. The grail is shattered.
Yeah, the cup got broken in a bad ritual, which resulted in several shards going to Mage's face.
I'm not just saying, theoretical shinies, give it to that.
It also crashed my internet.
We know he has at least 5 shinies. He got 5 shinies from Rowan.
Yeah.
There is at least 5 shinies. By this point, Rowan, you've finished the book and you've read what I've sent you.
All right then.
Share that with people.
Yeah. Rowan would go ahead and if anybody if he was going to be going ahead and taking this time in his study, anybody who came to visit, he would say that the journal was the depiction, written by what appeared to be a old mage who was here, even before the destruction of Mordheim itself. And as such, he began studying on what possibly caused this meteor to become attracted to the city. And so with that, the mage, he went ahead and decided to pick up some recruits, some orc recruits, and decided to go to the Gaul to possibly find a route of where exactly, this sort of thing that attracted the meteor to Mordheim came from.
If Siegfried was hearing this one, he passed by, probably snacking on something, checking in, he the Gaul?
Yes, the big prison place. It's down the road. It appears that our mage friend decided to go there with a pack of orcs. Mostly because he refused to pay in anything but gold. Well, that and future visions. He didn't believe in warpstone as a currency.
Basically, after getting bored with messing with his room, probably would have gone to just see what the fuck the dude who almost blew him up is doing. So he'd probably just be sitting in the corner listening to this.
Hey, Rowan left you a nice message, okay?
He didn't say anything. I did.
Your shrapnel scars look pretty cool.
If we wish to go ahead and possibly check out the Gaul, we might be able to go ahead and find this mage who came back to Mordheim. But unless any other of you have an idea of what you guys want to do, at least for the next couple of days, I'd recommend that.
Seems a good a spot as any once you're up for it. I mean, if sounds a little that sort of line sounds a little shaky to me. So if it did go wrong in whatever many ways it could, might not be too much left for us to have to find our own negotiations with.
The one thing I'm more worried about is this mage possibly coming back to his house and trying to retake it for himself, so it might stop a future attack.
Yeah, true. Find him first.
Mange just sort of is looking at a book and spinning it around in his hands, trying to figure out how the fuck to start reading it.
This is the weird snack the humans have. How do you eat it?
Why is it so textury?
So hard and dry. It's you've eaten a couple and it's not very good. Very tough to get into.
Hey.
As you guys are there wondering about that, you hear a knock. Sounds like somebody is knocking on your door.
Shit, maybe we're too late. Should we 2 answers, or should we? I probably am less inclined to freak someone out if I open a door. So
So
Yeah, it's like
We'll be right back. Be ready.
Yeah, thankfully
thing-
his hair went down after about 4 hours from touching the weird stone.
A little bit of some gel I found in the cupboard. Pretty nice stuff.
It's been a day or so. The hair's gone back down to normal, so you are a very normal-looking person, at least comparatively.
Alright,
Lara
yeah.
stay in
Range is
response
going to,
to
like,
the door
hide
knock.
around the corner
We'll
of
go up to the window. Just her bedroom window and just like peer out through the curtains if there's windows, obviously.
You peer out, and unfortunately, from the place that your window is, which is about here, from the angle you can't really see to the front door, because there's one of the way in there you can't really get the angle.
I see. All right.
Yeah, there's not really any windows. Actually, you could see this door from this window, and you can see the other door from the study window. So, yeah. So plop yourselves down as you're hearing somebody at the door. Where you're going,
Probably be heading downstairs.
and the Rowan staying up in the study room.
Rowan's gonna go ahead and go into the actual study and try and shut the door the best he can.
You can like push it shut. Probably like put a chair or something in front of it so it doesn't swing back open.
Yeah.
The lock is fucked.
As Rowan goes ahead and like does that, he peers back at the pentagram and realizes like one of the corners wasn't even there. It's just like, oh, that's why. Okay. And then he'll go take a seat reading his spell book.
And yeah, Siegfried, you can hear the knocking. It's coming from this door.
Is there anything I can like peer out of before opening a door?
You could go upstairs and peek out of one of the windows. There's a couple windows here, but it sounds like he's at the door. Yeah, this is a fancy house. There are like peepholes on the doors. A little tiny hole you're gonna stick your eye to look through.
Yeah, I'll peer through a peephole.
Alright. As you head up to the door.
Holy fuck, it's a religious nerd.
He's
Oh,
not
no.
currently holding the book.
Do we have a moment to talk about Lord and Savior?
Yeah, you see that guy not holding the book, kind of standing at the door looking vaguely impatient, as you seem to be taking a fair while to open the door.
I'll take 2 seconds longer and open the door.
Yeah, he's waiting for that. He's kind of like raising up his hand to knock again.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, so you just, as he's like raising his arm, you just open the door.
You've
It's
already
like-
said hi.
So yeah, you just open the door and be like, "Oh, hi there." He kind of like steps back a bit to avoid being hit in the face by the door as you swing it open. He's like, and like looks you up and down quick, and he's like, "I assume you are not the only person in here."
No, maybe not.
I am Merrick Celestal, and you are in my house.
See, property lines get a little blurred here with the current situation.
Yes, but the problem is you killed the guys that I had hired. And,
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you know those greenskins, they saw my boys down the street, they took their shots, things got ugly. But, hey, you know, shit happens and we got shelter.
And, well, since you're in the house, I presume you have looted it of any valuables. So, I have a bit of a job offering, although I am currently unable to pay in gold. I am... Kind of looks at you again. You are from the Empire, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, then you should be aware. I am a celestial mage. A battle wizard of the heavens.
Alright,
I have-
he's going to slowly move his way like up to this corner and make sure he can hear as well as possible.
And although I am apparently now out of gold, I have other ways that I can pay for the services. Visions of the future, help with spells during missions if you require it, although I prefer not to do that one. But I can give a few visions of the future, should you wish it. In return, I have a bit of tunnel I need cleared out.
Visions of the future. So is it like all things that could be, will be?
Unfortunately, the nature of the future is such that it is hard to predictively select which you will see. But for myself, most often I predict a person's death when I have nothing else to focus on. If I focus, I can sometimes predict other things, but I can fairly easily predict your most likely death, help you to avoid it in the future.
You see that it's starting to sound awful a lot like fortune teller I met at some carnival. She predicted some grim shit, and I thought she was full of it, but then a witch hunter dealt away with her a couple months after that. So I don't know, maybe she was on to something.
Well, she may have not. There are plenty of overzealous witch hunters. But I assure you my skills are real. They are somewhat... There's some inaccuracies, but more often than not, they prove true, and in things that are done with magic, they are far more accurate than mere parlor tricks.
Hey, I mean, why don't you come in, discuss your services with some of the boys, sit on one of your own chairs if it, I mean, it's been some cold nights, but I don't think they've all been firewood yet.
There is a stock of fire out in the old servant's house.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't need to cannibalize furniture, there's plenty there, but yes, if you have a group together, I can come in, we can discuss the deal.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of stuff around here is interesting. Well, let's talk it over.
Yeah.
And he would lead the celestial mage inside.
As soon as they step inside, Mage comes out. He looks at the man and says, "No need fancy words! Pay shinies or no deal!"
I don't have shinies, but I can give knowledge, and...
No shinies, no deal!
Well, what is in the sewers? I'm sure we'll have some shinies on it, perhaps some weird stone or two. And in the future, I may be able to come by some more gold to pay with that.
Mainshore just eyes him cautiously and follows behind very slowly.
Yeah, it's only potentially one vote so far, pal. So let's see what the rest have to say.
He starts heading his way towards that.
Everyone hearing talking is gonna, knowing that there isn't the clash of swords or firing of bolts, is gonna begin starting to make his way over to the door and unbarring the chair.
Yeah, you see as he walks by and sees this, he kind of like cringes slightly. There's like a tweak to his face as he sees the mess of the middle of the door. So he keeps walking past it.
Those greenskins, you know, always make a mess wherever they go.
Door
Indeed.
already broken, wouldn't get here.
As he passes me, I'm just gonna say, who's the fancy guy in the cloak?
I'm offering a job.
I guess, yeah, Rowan would go ahead and just seeing everybody else walking by would just peek on out. Just, oh, hello.
Please, come in. Sit at my table. And
Is he just standing at the edge?
No, he sits down on a chair.
Siegfried to go ahead and just sit at the other head.
You know, I was quite surprised that,
look at him, sort of glare a little bit, and start crawling over the table to sit right next to him.
It's kind of like watches you.
You know, from the insignia on my mask, I'm surprised that you haven't killed me yet.
If I killed everybody for symbol of chaos, there would not be anybody left in the city. I've been in Mordheim for nearly 2 years now. Had to get used to that kind of thing.
Rowan would say, and, are you the mage that went to the prison.
Yes. Well, I've not been in there yet. I've been scouting tunnels, trying to find a way in that isn't through the front door.
Then I apologize. This belongs to you, and Rowan will go ahead and hand him the tome.
And he takes it and puts it in his pocket, like putting it inside of his jacket. Yeah, doesn't really have a pocket, but yeah, he kind of opens his jacket and sets it in there. You see the very big bulge of it. And it's physically more like a sat on his hip than actually in some kind of pocket. Well, the job is fairly simple. I have been scouting the tunnels mostly with, well, my arcane knowledge, but on occasion one must visit it personally. And in the most promising tunnel to lead under the Gowl, there is a follower of Nurgle that has proven, well, he does not really wish to talk. So, it's simple. The seemingly 4 of you to head down there and deal with him to clear the route.
And let's say beyond the visions of death and everything, you got you got anything else that can help us out? Any sort of arcane, face melty, pus poppy sort of stuff?
So I am a provision page
poppy,
of the School of Heavens, although my skills are limited underground, so I'd rather not accompany you, as it is very hard to bring a meteor down from the sky when one is in a tunnel.
Fair point. I'm guessing your orc pals, they haven't really made it out yet.
Well, judging by the fact that I told them to stay here, and they are not here, I assume you killed them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread someone's reading earlier. I thought some of them came.
No, I
Alright.
did all the tunnel myself. I can... Well, when one reaches the future, it's best to keep the variables as few as possible. If it's just me, then I can decently easily predict how things will go. If I bring 8 orcs with me, then, well, things will get chaotic very quickly. And yes, in return for you guys clearing up this tunnel, I can give you each a foretelling. I cannot guarantee what I will foretell, although most of the time, as I have told me nods towards Siegfried. Generally, if I have no other guidance as to what you wish me to predict, I will tend to find a person's death. Although that's just a tendency. I have found other things as well.
What other things?
I currently, well, any gold I have was in this house, as I do not bring gold down to the sewer. And I have stayed away from collecting weird stones, so I don't have that to trade in. Although I do have some contacts. If you wish to purchase things and that, I have ways to get messages to merchants and the like. And, well, I'll attack my house if somebody comes attacking it.
So you'd be inclined to accept a couple of rough and tumble roommates?
Like, so long as you're not he looks to me, shit in my observatory. The house is yours to use. I never really used it.
Well, I
You're
suppose
observatory.
anything is better than orcs.
Yeah.
I
personally,
take master bedroom.
Shrugs. Yeah, the observatory is all I need. It's all I've basically used for the last 2 years.
Seems like you are a man of knowledge, mage, and with that, I appreciate that. Being a follower of Zinshir, would you possibly have anything in relating for spells or research as such? Might be considered my payment.
Anybody watching him, what is this game's equivalent of insight?
I think there's a literal
I'd be watching.
Yeah,
There's
anybody watching him, anybody that was watching him that wants to, roll an insight.
So would that be perception?
That's just straight up
Intelligence,
intelligence.
perception, charisma, basically whatever you want for this.
Intelligence basically states outright.
God damn, you're all good at this. Yeah, apparently he's not very good at hiding his face. Because yeah, you'll see when Rowan says that he's a disciple of Slanesh, you see like a slight twinge of disgust come to his face for a second.
I didn't
before he-
say Slanesh, I said Zeech.
Even sorry. That's me saying the wrong word. Yeah, when you say you're a follower of Zeech, there's a slight twinge of disgust that crosses his face, but it's quickly gone.
I'll take that.
Then I have the foretellings to grant, and then, well, essentially you could count on me as a live-in bodyguard. If anybody else attacks while I'm in, well, I can always drop a meteor on their head at need. Although I'd rather not, if that would quite ruin the garden.
Pulls out his dagger and spins it around a little bit in his hand and stabs it into the table. He doesn't say
Charming.
anything.
He just looks at
I
you
am
like,
sorry. Okay,
Glares at
every
her.
single time you have been talking, my mother has said something, so god damn it. Alright. What has been happening? I'm sorry.
Mange takes out a dagger, spins it around in his hands a little bit, stabs it into the table, and then just really, like, fucking shit-eyes Merrick as hard as possible.
he just looks at you like, is there a reason to damage the table?
Mange glares even harder.
Forgive the Skaven, he's kind of an idiot.
Mange takes his dagger and throws it at the elf.
Ooh.
Roll your attack.
It's like black comedy, Aragorn and Gimli.
Yeah, it's in mine that just goes past. It just flies past out, and Lara stay missing by like a good foot and just into the wall.
Good job. Real good job.
Mange
Honestly.
is glaring now shit-eyed at the elf. Then turns back to Merrick and says, Mange not care about future. Mange want shinies now.
All the shinies that I had written in his house. There may be shinies down in the sewers, which you can get off of him. And I'm sure a follower of Chaos has a few bits of weird stone on him.
But fancy men can't offer new shinies.
Not currently, although I can offer you the abilities to buy and sell with people outside of Mordheim who have plenty of shinies.
Trade means lose shinies.
Not if you can haggle.
Hmm.
Mange just continues the dog I am. Mange stands up, crawls over the table, walks next to the elf, sort of just like glares again, walks over to the wall behind, grabs his dagger, and leaves.
So, well, man, you pissed him off more than that failed warpstone ritual that I commended. And I almost killed him.
It was great, right?
Anyways, so you're not willing to partake with your knowledge, I'm assuming. So,
If you wish to learn some of School of Heavens, I'm not the best teacher, but I could do so. Although there will not be any shortcuts.
I understand that. I understand that Zinch followers get a bad reputation, of course, but yeah, I guess I could see that as a payment. Larasite, Siegfried, what do you say?
Sounds good to me. I need some action.
Don't look a give us in the mouth. We gotta leave.
And I'll go talk to Scratch over there. See if he has any, well, if I can change his mind. Oh, wait, that's right. Mange is AFK.
There are not time freezes.
Oh.
I'm not AFK.
Oh, I thought you were.
Is hiding in his room. I just forgot to unmute myself because I wasn't part of the scene anymore. Mange does not reply to the knock.
Mange? You in there, buddy?
No response.
Rowan's gonna try and slowly open the door. Just a peek.
It's not locked, but it reeks of piss.
Just open the door and get
As you open the
assaulted.
door, you can hear Mange just... You can hear the sounds of sharpening. Like steel on steel kind of shit.
Buddy, I know that you're upset with his payment, and I'm sorry to that. He can't really offer us much at the moment. But know that well, I did some more research on why my ritual failed, and it's a stupid error. Stupid pentagram. And the good news is that I managed to succeed on how to actually solve it, and with that, I might be able to get you some more shinies, friend.
Mange, you can probably tell very easily that Mange has perked up a little bit at this, but he attempts as best as possible to suppress this and hide it.
Listen, buddy, I know that this wizard is going to be our new roommate for now. And at least you still get to keep your big room. You get to have your shinies. But if we're able to go ahead and get either more warpstone or more gold, then, well, I might be able to hook you up with something magical. And it'll definitely be a big. It'll create a giant pile of shinies for you, buddy. I promise you that.
Mange turns to you, and the expression you see on his face is a bit peeved. Why do you think Mange would not keep Mange room, not keep Mange shinies?
Well, honestly, I was expecting this battle mage to come back with more orcs and kick our asses. Either that or kill us and take over his mansion again. So, I guess that's kind of a good thing. You get to keep your room, buddy, don't worry. Exactly, and you get to keep your room.
He not so strong. Easy bleed.
Yeah. A celestial. All you'd have to do is take them downstairs and, well, I bet you could behead him instantly. You could beat him easily, buddy.
Tilts his head to the side, wondering why he's agreeing.
Listen,
Mange,
if he doesn't go ahead and... Oh, go ahead.
Mange takes out his dagger again, which he's been, like, sharpening against the blade of his axe, like, obviously really dumbly. He's not doing a good job of it. But he turns around, and he very specifically throws the dagger next to the doorway as best he can.
Don't roll in that one, I swear.
Just clangs across the hall.
Yeah, you can roll to see how well you throw the dagger if you want. Yeah, you throw it, it sticks into the wall next to the door.
We'll get you some weird stone, buddy. And also some gold. Lots and lots of shinies. And with that, Rowan shuts the door and continues walking.
Mange, at a short while, once he can't hear Rowan walking away anymore, goes over and pulls the dagger from next to the wall and closes the door. Just sort of sighs, goes back to the bed, and starts badly sharpening his weapons again.
As Rowan goes past, I'll ask him, did you convince the rat?
As Rowan's right here, he's probably say, honestly, I don't know. But he's a bit miffed about the whole not getting any payment type. I have something for him. Well, I'll have something for him if we can find some more warpstone during this excavation, but I'd say it's a 50-50 chance that he joins us or not.
His loss, and I go back to my room.
Ron's gonna make his way back down to the study area, and he's gonna begin fixing the pentagram, just like stupid.
Get back out
aliens.
control. Can you fix the triangle and like redo some of the symbols that you didn't get quite right because you did it a bit faster than you were supposed to.
Mhm.
Take some time to fix that up.
Rowan, since he spent his entire time deciphering the journal, he really doesn't have anything else to do. So
Should we start getting together for the excavation, or what are we doing?
yeah, I think we're kind of waiting on Mr. Celestial to get a map for us, and then once we do that,
What's
Also,
Siegfried doing?
Siegfried, are you here or are you away?
he's muted.
He's muted. That doesn't mean he's AFK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I goofed. Sorry. Yeah, Siegfried's just in his room, preparing for a potential mission. Shadow sparring, cleaning, sharpening weapons. Just chilling. Prep chilling.
Weapons properly.
Yep.
So after a bit, though, when you hear like a knock on the door to the study,
As soon as he does,
the knock kind of causes the door to open a bit.
the knock opens the door halfway. It's just come in.
So I'm not the best artist, but I have the drawing of the sewer off that you can find your way. And the Skaven seemed disinterested, so you can reach into a pocket and produces a small rock which he throws to you.
Why give me this? You hate
Turn it
it.
around and tap it.
Rowan goes ahead and flips it over and gives
You
it
flip
a.
it over and you see on what was to you the back of it, the symbol of the Celestial College. Then you give it a tap.
Yeah.
You see it start to starting to emit like a nice glow, like roughly equivalent to like a torch or a lantern. The Skaven wanted shinies. It's the shiniest thing I have.
This should do. Thank you kindly. I'll be sure to present this to him. That Rowan begins like pushing his way out and says, "Oh, by the way, sorry about your study." Begins.
As I said, try to feed my observatory. Can have the rest. Heads back up.
Yeah, he'll begin making his way to the upstairs. Rowan's walking.
You don't have to actually move yourself every 5 feet.
I gotta go with the RP here, Zach.
RP walking around the house.
Yeah. With that outside, Ron would do another knock. Buddy?
As before, no response.
Ron would.
You can hear a thudding sound.
If you throw another knife. This Rowan goes ahead and slowly opens the door.
As you come into the room, you notice that Mange is now over in the corner here, just like half-heartedly thwacking his axe into the desk. So that's the dull thudding you've been hearing. It's just a tell me not to break furniture. Men break furniture.
Well, you certainly did a great job at redecorating, buddy.
Mange turns to you and pulls up his dagger, then just sort of stops and lowers his arm and glares at you a little bit.
You know, if you wanted to kill me, you would have done it already. But listen, I went ahead and talked with our wizard fellow, our mage, and he felt that he sort of tried to cheat you out of the deal. With that, he wanted to give you this, and with that,
Mange
Rowan
just
will-
grabs it from your hands.
yeah, Rowan bestows the symbol of the rock, of the shiny, and giving it
He
to him.
looks at it. I'm assuming it's not glowing anymore.
Would Rowan have like turned it off along the way?
Rowan would probably, have figured how it worked.
Yeah, you just tapped the symbol and it turned off.
Yeah, and then
Mange looks at the rock and like paws it around.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
like a smooth pebble. Like you probably skip it across some water pretty well. You see this weird carving on one side.
go ahead, give that thing a little tap.
Mange just looks at Rowan like oddly, like tilts his head, and instead of tapping it, he like bites into it a little bit.
As your like teeth connect with the symbol, it starts to glow like right on your face.
I mean, that also works.
Mange just sort of you can tell right now that Mange is just fucking entranced with this thing right now. He just sort of as soon as it starts glowing, he just sort of like crouches down and stares at it. Just like fucking some dipshit would stare at the fucking solar eclipse.
Thankfully, it's only about as bright as like a fire torch, so you can stare directly at it.
Yeah.
Rowan
So
begins like
he-
patting his
Yeah,
Going
he's stopped saying anything. He's just staring at this fucking thing.
Rowan begins like patting your back, just like, now that's a shiny right now there, isn't it?
Mange takes his dagger, puts it back in his side pouch, takes the shiny, bites it again to turn it off, puts it in his pocket, takes out his axe and say, "Let's go!"
There's the main I know. Come on. With that, Rowan will begin kind of jogging.
Slowly, 5
excitedly.
meter by 5 meter, as Mange
Yeah.
sprints past you.
Rowan's gonna go ahead and like start pounding on do like a half pound on Siegfried's door as well as Lara States, and then begins running it to the stairs.
Siegfried's gonna just kind of cautious move up, swing open, and follow the nearest trace of someone he can find.
Thursday peeks out like, what was that?
Yeah, you can probably see the end of Rowan just running down the stairs.
I'll kind of assume that it was you convinced the Mange, so I'll just begrudgingly walk after you.
Siegfried joining them.
Yep. Yep.
And-
Can you hear all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys all head out, and everyone has a bit of a map showing like where the entrance to it is. There's a bit of a note on the map that like there's like a divergence on it at one point with a small note scribbled on it. It's like crank for sluice gate. Like use this if you don't want to swim.
Awesome.
And here's my very excellent recreation of the map. In better detail, but not much better in quality. He's not an artist. It is about this level of quality, but more details. So like you can tell how many turns you have to pass and all that. It's not just a line.
You go here, then here, then here, then here. You're there.
But we're here, as like Rowan points at the beginning.
You guys heading for the
I bet my old childhood home.
The entrance is thankfully pretty close by to where you guys are. About a 10-20 minute walk down the road. Yeah, so you guys head over there, and unless you want to do anything funky, I assume you just head on down the sewers.
Yeah,
just
as
heading
we
on
go
down.
into the sewers,
Like,
is
cryo.
going to inspect every corner of it.
You get up and you pry open the hatch to get down. You climb down the fairly rusted and half broken off ladder that leads down. But thankfully it seems to be in good enough condition that you don't fall. Yeah, and you find yourselves in the sewer, which is surprisingly like a lot cleaner than you would expect, but then there's probably not many people using the sewer for what it's meant to be used for anymore. So there's not fresh sewage running around, there's just like a very small level of presumably very old sewage. So the smell is probably about as bad.
Vintage poop.
It does still stink. And, like,
Yeah, vintage human waste.
Yeah. You guys heading for the sluice gate crank? After traveling along in the tunnel for a bit, thankfully it does seem to have a few shafts of light coming down. There's the occasional grate above, so you can see decently in this place. Although some extra light wouldn't hurt, you do have enough to see by. Yeah, it do come out into this fairly large room. You see, the pipes are not currently spewing out water; they are currently still. You see the large crank in the middle.
Mange sniffs around and pulls out the stone and bites it to turn it on again.
Okay. You bite it and the light starts coming out of it, giving you a better view of the place.
Mange tries his best to find a spot in whatever clothing or armor he has where he can put it with the light facing outwards. Basically it's like a chest lamp.
Just hold it in your teeth.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of scraps of things, but not really anything that would hold it.
So half stuck into his shoulder.
Yeah, roll me a deck. See how good of a place you managed to finagle.
Yeah. What's up? What was I rolling?
Just a dex.
Mange drops it straight into a sewer drain.
You're like, that works. It falls down, it's stuck somewhere in the bottom of your armor.
Mange just, you can see, almost a tear coming up, but then he just sort of shakes his head and it's like, Mange, get later.
It's a small amount of glow coming out from, underneath, the breastplate. And not really enough to see anything by it.
Prettiest Skaven. It would have been so sad had you been like, yeah, he drops it down the nearest sewer grate, he can't get it back. This whole entire fucking...
I should have, but...
You should have.
Sad, right?
Yeah, it's just stuck in the bottom of your clothes, and it's going to take you a bit to fish it back out.
Mange just sort of shrugs. He still has the thing, he just can't see the pretty right now, but he has a job to do. Because he needs to earn pretty.
You know where the pretty is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that both Mange and Laraste have decent vision in the dark. Considering Mange literally lives in these kinds of environments originally.
Yes, you can all see, because there are there's gaps above where you can see through. It's not the best lighting, but it's enough to go by.
Alright.
But yeah, Mange and Laraste do definitely have the best time of it, but at least where you currently are, you can all see well enough.
Yeah, Laraste will try to get across. Mange tried to get across and he fell off, right?
No, he was trying to find a place to put his rock.
Okay, cool.
You guys come to the pipe and you see it fairly corroded, but when Mange puts his foot on it, it doesn't collapse inwards or anything. It's kind of slippy, but enough that if you take your time and be careful, you can walk across it decently easy.
Cool.
You wouldn't want to have to run across it, but yeah, walking and taking your time is not hard.
Mange just gotta run up to whatever this wheel thing is and inspect it.
Yeah, so you see like a very large wheel. You can see like a mechanism that goes down. There's gonna be some kind of like crank thing that lifts or lowers something. You can see like a bit of a weight suspended up over there, down that tunnel a little bit.
So Mange, can Mange figure out like what this thing is supposed to do, just from that?
Or? Yeah, and from what you can see and from what was written on the map, you can assume that this, when you turn it, opens and closes a gate somewhere else, presumably just out of sight. Which, from what was said on the map, it's a sluice gate that is apparently causing the tunnel you need to go down to be flooded.
Mange, sort of claps his hands together and prepares to shove this thing, just like instantly without even considering much else.
Is anybody going to go and help him? Or are you all going to leave him to it?
Larry is just gonna say to Siegfried, you gonna go help him?
Can?
So we're just watching Mange and he starts like pushing on this little sticky outfit and turning it. And you kind
The
of
Dark Elf is surely not gonna do this.
right, Siegfried's going up to help. Yeah, as Mange starts to get it going, Siegfried comes up and joins in, pushing it along. And you guys hear it start to hear like the clinking as the chains start going, and you guys start moving around it. You see the weight that's down there start to get lowered, and as that weight starts to get the kind of clunks and all the dust and bits of rock and all that fall off of it, presumably it hasn't been used in a while. You start to hear quite a few series of loud squeaking, and you see several fairly large rats start running out of it. And when I say fairly large, about the size of a cat. Not just running out of it and coming towards you.
We'll continue to push it, because he doesn't give a shit about other rats.
Hey Mensch, look, your friends are here.
Yeah, they're ready to give me initiative. So that seem to care about you.
Hell yeah! Oh, I wasn't selecting Mange, fuck. I have a 20. Take that.
Nice. And Siegfried, do you have a do you have a it doesn't matter. An 8.
Top right corner of your character sheet, Ken. Under statistics.
So Mage, you just keep pushing it?
It's already... Was it already fully done? Like, I wasn't sure.
But no, it's like starting to lower. It's going to take a decent bit of turning before the weight's all the way lowered.
Alright.
It starts carrying forward. So 3 of them can get up to Mange. Now run up and start like biting on your ankles. Okay, they rolled bad. So one rolls a nat 1, so do you want to give it a kick as it runs up?
Yeah.
Because all of these rats start running forward and start trying to...
What should I do for the kick, because it's not a weapon?
Just, it's the same to hit with your weapon. Yeah, just roll your weapon, and the damage... yeah, the damage is 1 plus your strength mod, so the damage is 4. Yeah, so these rats start running up and going for your ankles. Most of them are kind of like chewing on the like toughened leather and that you have there and not doing anything. One runs up and he's like trying to like get a bite or toe and you just give it a kick. Flies across the room. Flats.
Filthy rats!
Oh, and one green for Siegfried. Did not roll well either. Right, Ariste.
Right, so Loreste is just gonna go and help Siegfried out with the rats at his ankle. Actually, over a year, sorry. Yeah, just gonna make attack with a short sword because she will probably just take that out and just start stabbing at them.
Alright. Yeah, roll you to hit. 14
Cool.
that hits. And you're hitting the one that's biting Siegfried, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as it runs up, you just go and give it a quick slash and just lay it in half. The rest is
Cool.
not be that tough.
Yeah, I'll make my offhand attack with a small dagger I have in my other hand at disadvantage.
And you just go and stab down on it. Yeah, you just straight through its back. Siegfried, Rowan, what are you up to?
Rat is here, rat is here, rat is here. So,
There's also a rat here.
yeah. But
There are currently 4 rats in the room.
Rowan would probably... he is not that strong. That's the thing. He's gonna go ahead and attempt a ranged attack at this rat.
Right.
Apologize in advance.
Ken says you just gotta keep turning.
Okay, I gotta roll a d3.
Again, yeah, Siegfried keeps putting his back into it and turning it. Yeah, Rowan takes up the crossbow and fires it and just goes wide. You're kind of trying to aim it down at the rats that are constantly moving around me, just feet. Fire like a half foot off to the left.
I need to get a magical crossbow.
Right, the mange. You gonna keep pushing?
Can I do like maybe half as much pushing while kicking another one of them?
So you need a strength check to keep pushing while you're doing that, but yeah.
Alright.
I'm just gonna keep putting it back into it and give a quick kick out to one of the rats.
AC 9, no.
Yeah, you kick at him and the rat kind of scurries backwards and then goes back for your ankle.
And that would be my turn.
As we get back to the rats, you see more scurrying out of the thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's 3 again, that mange. You guys will around a bit. So, there's 2 13s and a natural 20.
Alright, well, the 20 hits, the other ones don't. You said 13s?
Yeah.
Yeah, only the 20 hits.
Alright. Yeah, so the 20, that is 3 damage. It just starts biting into your ankle and finally manages to get through the leather and the big teeth like stab into your ankle.
Oh, I got an idea.
And there are 2 going for Laristay's ankle. They both fail as well. Laristay.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn and just attack one with my short sword, attack the other with my dagger.
Just stab.
Yeah, that's a really shitty roll. I'm assuming that misses with my short
you
sword.
you swing that and that kind of like ducks under it, and flattening itself as the sword flies by overhead. And you're gonna offhand?
Yeah, disadvantage with my 1 dagger. Also
Yep.
not great.
A very small rat's gonna barely managing to scurry out of the way of your swing. Yeah, it's like trying to hit a cat when they're trying to avoid you. It's pretty dang hard.
Yeah, that's all I can really do. So yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna continue to push, basically.
Alright.
Keeping on pushing.
Yeah.
You guys can see about now the weight is probably about halfway down. You're pretty far along getting it down. Rowan.
Rowan's gonna go ahead and take the time to reposition himself down to here. Here. Yeah, behind Laristay. And he's gonna spend his action reloading his crossbow.
I will remind if you take damage before it gets around to your turn, then you lose the reloading.
Hmm.
Just a heads up for getting that close to the rats. One of them goes for you.
There, the safe spot. Alright, yeah.
Ain't?
Alright, Mange's... if Mange were to release it,
Siegfried's still pushing it.
it wouldn't lose its progress, though, right? It wouldn't, like, automatically unwind. Alright.
No, it's being lowered.
Alright. So Mange is going to let go of it and fucking swing an axe at the nearest one. Why?
Sounds good. Let go and take a step to swing that down. One of the
My
rats,
brothers, why have you forsaken me?
one of the rats takes the opportunity, seems to get quite cocky as it jumps at your chest. And then apparently gets distracted by the big shiny in your coat as it misses wild.
It was good for some. Alright, that's my turn.
Oh, fuck this.
Some more rats flood in through the opening. They kind of
That's
just
not
look for the
nice.
closest one. Yeah, 4 of them surrounding Laristay, as they seem to be more just going for whatever is the closest thing with meat. That's 1 hit. For 1 damage.
On Lorastic?
Yeah, it's just going for Larastay's ankles. And then I'll range.
6 of this.
Oh, 1 hit. For 1 damage. I'm not rolling that well. So 1 damage to Larastay and 1 damage to Mange. They're just biting and furiously going for the ankles.
Rowan would yell at Laraste, I got an idea! Get away from them!
Alright, I'm gonna trust you here. I'll disengage and just run back behind Rowan.
Alright.
About there.
So I'm guessing Siegfried hears that exchange, yeah?
Yeah, you can all hear this. You're in a decently small room, just the loud squeaking of rats.
Yeah, so he's gonna also let go of his rung and just kind of take a few steps back. Maybe pull out his crossbow. Not full on stretching combat style though.
Yeah, you step back, take out your crossbow. Rowan.
Rowan with his idea. Alright, let me go ahead and see something. Going up to here. 15. 30. Chunk. 15. 30. Chunk. Sorry, I'm just going ahead and doing some math here. Yeah. Go ahead and do this. So Rowan is gonna go ahead. He's gonna go ahead and begin rubbing his hands together and begin to cast Thunder Wave. But let me go ahead and take a peek at the Zinch follower thing. For a spell, I can either choose something to have disadvantage to resist. Yeah, let's do that. So instead of 1 BDM, I roll for 3.
Well, it increases by 3. You don't roll it 3 times.
There.
Instead of your threshold going up to 4, it goes up to 6.
Yep. I would have passed that still. So.
Yeah.
All right. So and they
it's past DDM and then increase it.
Okay. All good then.
Yeah.
So
You shoot that out, and these things have a luck of 3.
and disadvantage now.
Nope. Nope. Didn't even need it. They didn't roll below a 10.
All these guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see how much damage they take.
Yeah, 2d8.
10. And then their corpses get sent flying 15 feet away.
Zoran just steps up and the arcane energy shoots out and just hits all of the rats and just go flying in all directions, smashing into the walls without crunching of rat bones. Mange.
Mange, swing axe at thing. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm seeing this. Barbarian Rage. Yeah, so if they deal 1 damage to me and I cut it in half, that's still 1 damage.
Minimum of 1. You can't have it to 0.
Yeah, so this is almost useless here.
If you do more than 1 damage, they can do
I
up
know
to
they
3.
can, but on average they have been. Mange is going to fucking shank at the nearest thing.
Yeah, they're all pretty near.
7 damage on Great Axe.
You swing the axe and just cut one in half.
And that's all I can do. Help! Mange!
As you hear some more squeaking as more emerge from the hole.
For fuck's sake!
Yeah, somebody should help him.
There's
Make
one of
sure
the
you
rats
help.
heads to Rowan.
So,
Does not hit.
Nice.
The 5 others continue their assault on Mange's ankles. This is like a birdemic going on right now. Nope.
Good!
Just all of these rats just going at your ankles, and thankfully your arm is holding. I feel like if you didn't have as much like scraps of metal tied to your feet, they'd be at you. They seem to be getting stuck on, just kind of chewing the metal for some reason. Right, last day.
Actually, hold up. I want to know something. Is this considered blocking me?
Is what blocking you?
Am I in a situation where I wouldn't be able to flee right now?
No, they're rats. You could run over them.
Fuck you. Just fuck you.
It gives you advantage on everything. It's not going to come up that often. When
On
it does, if you
melee
have-
attacks, that's literally it. And this would be a perfect time for that.
Yeah, but they're rats. You could run over them if you needed to.
Fuck you.
It's only when they fail a runaway test or you're in a corner.
I
Why is
accept
rhythm
your
gone?
judgment, but also fuck you.
Nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna move up to this group of rats over there. I'll attack the one that's next to Rowan right now.
Yeah, you run in and just cut it in half. Rats are not that tough. They have a d4 hit die. And then the energy have been less than 4 damage.
Right. Then I'll just attack.
Yeah, offhand.
Nope.
Yeah, though when you swing down, that rat's pretty quick because it wasn't currently chewing on somebody. Yeah, Mr. Siegfried.
Get the fuck up here
Alright,
and
so-
take some of them off me.
yeah, no, I'm just measuring the distance. I'm measuring the distance. 5, 10.
Just use the ruler.
That's a good point. So, with that 20 feet ruler, thank you very much. He's got a Zweihander, this little vermin.
I love that 2 of the characters using massive 2-handed swords to squish rats.
Hey, mine's an axe,
Ah,
pal.
squish.
I feel like
I
it's a
know,
little
do
more
that.
devastating my stomp.
In a stump, you could count as dual wielding.
Fuck.
Swing down. You're trying to not just smash your greatsword on the floor. You're swinging it to like hit them with it, but not hit the floor. So
Yeah.
managing to quickly duck out of the way. You're trying to not shatter your sword on the floor.
Oh, Lord.
Rowan?
I'm being really delicate with my extermination.
10 feet high, 15 foot wide. I'm sorry there, Scratch. I don't want to hit you with a thunder wave, mate. You're going to fucking go flying. So far, Rowan's gonna be the squishy one of the bunch. He's going to begin taking his time helping move this.
You're gonna put your back into it, and what is your strength?
It's 11.
Yeah, 11. You're strong enough to move it.
Nice.
Because if you're like 9 or below, then you'll need to make a test. But yeah, you start pushing on it. You can see if the weight goes down some more. Mange. Getting fairly close to being all the way lowered. Gonna swing at another rat.
He has a rat in his mouth.
Are you there?
That would be me. That would be click button, swing axe.
Yep.
Click button, swing axe.
Yep.
Cool.
More rats
yeah, there's more.
flooding out of that tunnel.
God, we need to get out of here.
As Rowan, you've got a good sight on it. You can see like that weight. Like they seem to be coming out of like they seem to be coming out of like around where that weight will be dropped if it's fully dropped down.
Oh, gotcha.
You're
Sure,
telling
that's
me
fair.
we had the right idea, and then you kept throwing shit at me and made me think that we had the wrong idea.
Yeah, you just need to really just need to lower it to stop the rats coming out.
Mana, da, 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 da.
One at Siegfried. Nope. They are not rolling that well. Yep, they all miss. Larasty.
Yeah, same thing as last time. Just gonna hit one with the short sword and an second attack with the dagger.
Which one?
Yeah, so first one hits, I'm assuming, and the second
Yep.
one probably doesn't hit.
Yeah, you hit one, and the second one you swing, and yeah, it's pretty hard to hit a rat with a dagger.
Push thing!
Yeah, Siegfried, you okay? There's a rat at your ankle.
Yeah, Siegfried's gonna take another swing at the rat's ankle.
Alright. Yeah,
Does he spadoodle? Yay!
yeah,
I
it's
have
just-
spadoodle.
just got it.
He's gonna move a little closer. Wait, no, yeah, he's gonna move a little closer.
And then Rowan's turn, he keeps turning it around, looks like it is almost all the way down. Mange?
Mange is going to grab this thing right here, this handle right here, and attempt to start pushing it while kicking this one out of the way.
Roll a strength. Athletics if you have it. Yeah. You have to stop pushing on that and give it a quick kick out. Yeah, while you attack.
Nope.
You can try and kick at it and it's kind of scrambling around your feet. You just give the thing a quick heave and you hear a loud thump as the weight goes all the way down. And a bit of a squishy pop, as presumably there was a rat or two underneath it.
Nice.
That's done. Kill them at Narrowstay. Nope. One at Siegfried. Natural one. Siegfried, do you want to take a swing at it?
Yes. Let me just get that sheet up, and I'm gonna smash, and here we go.
First blast.
It's a great smash.
Initiative. And then that's at range. Nope. And a nat 20. So that's 3 damage. As one kind of squirms up your leg and starts chewing on your like shin. Does not feel good. Larcy. Seems like the tide of rats has been stopped. You need to clear up the ones that are here.
Yeah, I'll just continue swiping at these two rats in front of me.
Splat, splat.
Cool, I'll then move over to there to help start clearing those ones out.
Siegfried.
Siegfried's gonna go ahead and smash this one over here.
Roll.
I know, I was getting my thing out. That stuff.
Squat. You step up and just stab it into the floor.
Nice. Nice.
Rowan. There are 3 rats remaining, and they are looking, well, as nervous as rats can look. They seem to have realized that they're now alone.
Fuck you.
Rowan!
There, he's away. Yeah,
He had a heart attack while
I'm
trying to
going
push the
fucking
wheel,
smash
and
one.
he's gone.
yeah, we'll jump past him. So yeah, Mane squishes another one.
And then he's going to shift aside.
And then, yeah, at the same, I'll just say Rowan steps up and flails one.
And fails.
These 2. One will go stay. Nope. The other one will just hang on to Mange's string. And nope. Stay, you want to try and finish off these rats?
Yeah, same thing as last time.
Splash.
Okay.
Rat. You guys finally have gotten rid of all of the rats.
Um,
I do a nice flourish with my spy hander and just like, you know, you gotta need to go all out. Make sure you got the best for the best job, and sheeps it.
right, I am just gonna quickly make an apothecary check to check the bites of the rats made against me, just to check if they're infected or anything.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so you do a quick check and you don't see any signs of diseases on any of the rats. Nothing overt, you don't feel anything. Yeah,
Cool.
the rats were weirdly clean.
I'll just like patch it up with some so, like small bandage just to protect it from any diseases down here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You guys want to take a short rest?
Short rest.
Bandage yourselves up.
It's like,
Sounds
how
good.
much HP back?
Short rest, you make a number of rolls and you can recover things. So yeah, if you do it, you get 3 will checks, and for each success, you can do one of the things. Or either heal, recover uses, or recover a reroll pool.
Will. Heal.
You heal half of what you lost, plus your con bonus. You do get 3 rolls, so that's all that you used up.
My con bonus is 2, and half of what I lost was 2, so I get all of my health back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, same yeah.
Yeah, Larastare is only down 1. Rowan might want to rest to recover his thing, but he has vanished.
Just roll it for him.
Might as well. Got this 2 20s out of the way, at least. Yeah, you guys have successfully opened up the sluice gate after dealing with the swarm of rats. And you continue on down the very excellently drawn map. You backtrack a bit and find what was previously like a very closed and very tough looking door is now open, showing a fairly wet tunnel that you've gone down. There's presumably what you opened. You guys follow along down that. As you get further along, it starts to get darker, as it feels like you're also going down slightly. The only light you currently have is the bit of light leaking out from around Mange's breastplate. The Mange fist that out at some point.
Yeah, I'll light a torch just to
Main
no.
just fish it out.
light.
He just takes a bit of wiggling around until it falls down a bit, and then finds a hole that the rat's made. Lifts his arm up it and fiddles around until he finds it and pulls it out.
I'm gonna stay near the torchbearer.
Yeah, so Larastay has a torch and Mange is holding the shiny glowy rock.
Guess it's pretty funny that people that can actually see more or less in the dark, the other ones with the light.
Yeah, the guys with the best night visions are the one carrying the light.
Of course.
I mean, he thought of looking to whatever he scrounged earlier, but someone else is lighting the torch. No need to use that up.
As you guys come down, you eventually come out to, you can see ahead there's like an opening in the tunnel where it widens out a bit. And as you walk on through it,
Oh no! There are pillars and water and
a
whatever
fat
the
man.
fuck that thing is. Holy fuck!
as you sit up on the
Misshapen pillow, don't worry.
That's a huge bitch.
no, not that thing. That you guys be able to see him a bit better. You can actually see what it is.
Oh my god, he's that big! Run!
He's not that big. Like about human size, maybe like a very tall human, like 6'6" and a bit. But like probably about as wide as he is tall, and not in the good way. Then there's like massive, gaping, like almost deadly looking wounds on him. Just as they're holding up this like rotted head and looking at it. You guys will walk in and he turns to look at you. Welcome to my domain.
Siegfried waves.
Why do you come here?
We just kind of want to know what's going on. We're representing a curious party, wanting to speak with everyone of Mordheim. What are you doing here in the sewers? Are you, who are you representing?
I represent the grandfather. You seek his blessing.
Will this blessing result in boils, vomiting, and pronounced fatigue?
Only if you are weak. The grandfather blesses the strong.
And if I'm strong, am I currently looking at my potential blessing?
Nurgle is generous in his gifts, no two are the same. Come forth and receive it and see what it takes.
Very exciting. I just wish a silent word of my companions.
Nurgle,
I just kinda-
more like discount horned rat. No, not really. Mange doesn't actually say that. I just needed to make that joke. I'm sorry.
Siegfried would just kind of give everyone like a quick glance and be like, plan, he kind of like eye everyone, eye the pillars, like, alright, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I'd prefer not fighting that thing. Thank you very much.
You want a Papa Nurgle blessing?
I don't.
Mange is going to look to see. He's assuming that is he blocking the path, or is this the path?
Yeah, that one seems to be the path that is like laid on the map. This one doesn't seem to be shown at all on the map that you have. Seems like whatever this tunnel is, it's not included on the map Merritt gave you.
Mange asks to see the map and then sort of figures that out on his own and says, "Don't need go past, man. Go that way."
Smart rat.
Points.
So, do you wish to receive Papa Nurgle's blessing?
Not your day. Need Chinese.
Well, then you can turn around and go. Only those with the grandfather's blessing are allowed in his domain.
Not go
Yes.
that way anyway. Go this way. Bye bye.
Shit.
Would we be
Oh,
approaching by any means, or are we just staying back here?
Apparently, all staying back in the corner.
I was hoping
I'd
to
assume
approach.
we'd start moving forward.
Yeah. It's just all huddled. No, we're gonna stay over here.
So you do not wish the blessing. Very well. And one of you give me a detection perception real quick.
I got pretty
All of
good
us?
detection.
Yeah, perception or detection if you have. Damn, you guys have been rolling well. On the checks, anyway.
Alright, so double check. If I have detection as a skill, what does that
Roll
influence
detection.
for?
It gives you a +1 on it, and you can spend your reroll on it. Is what skills do. As you guys approach, you all rolled very well on those. So you can see kind of stuck onto these pillars, like looking like they're
There you
trying to stay hidden, are these like large, probably about like hand-sized like slugs. It looked like just these like large, very dark green, just slug things just stuck onto the pillars.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Slugs, Ike. Not taste good like rat meat.
Cool.
Something
Ah,
tells me
right.
if we go any further, we're going to need to do some pest control.
How about we just run past as fast as we can and worry about it later?
Men think that good idea.
Hmm.
Smart.
Yeah.
Do you wish the blessing, or do you wish the curse?
Rowan points at Siegfried. I think he might.
No, I have some time to make some peace with former commitments. I will be
Go thing. Mange is going to get really pissed at all of this. I'm going to accidentally somehow fucking go back in my browser history and leave the session. And fucking start sprinting towards the entrance that's actually marked.
That'll be initiative.
Same as last time.
True to Nurgle, they are not running one initiative.
Click on Mange. Roll this thing.
So, what is Mange's dex?
Could be worse.
You want me
Yeah,
to
make
roll
a
dex?
number. Now, what's the actual number? Because you got a tie.
My dexterity is 15.
Mine is 17.
Rowan
What
goes
are you
first.
in?
Yeah, so as Main starts breaking out into a sprint, everybody else seems to be getting ready for what could be a fight. And Laristae, your elven reflexes, you're the first to get into a
Can I
fighting
still
stance.
make my movement though because I started to sprint?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you one movement since you did start it.
I have 30 or
Yep,
35.
35 can you escape. Got your rat legs.
So it was here. Sprint the full 35.
Right. So dash. Just want to quickly clarify. So dashing in this game, you just double your movement speed. Hey.
Yeah, if you dash, you just double your movement.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna leg it towards the opening. So about over there.
Siegfried?
Siegfried, seeing no one really wants to challenge Papa Nurgle's busing, is also going to try to dash towards that entrance.
You're just noping the fuck out of the chamber.
I mean, look at it.
Defy another
It's
day.
He's so fat.
You can make it right next to Lorasti.
so powerful.
Instead, this kind of steps forward around the pillar, and you guys watch as he just kind of reaches a hand into his like exposed intestines, and seems to rip something out of it, which he then throws at. Who's he throwing it at? Yeah, he's throwing it at Laristae. Oof, that was a good attack roll. Yeah, so you guys watch as he rips out this ball of like this like greenish pustule-ridden like ball of something like undescribable. Really, just this ball of disgustingness, and just hucks it at Larastay.
That's just
And
nasty.
it hits her in the shoulder as she runs by. And there's 5 damage that is just hits into you, and you feel it burning onto your shoulder. This is like burning pain, like you threw a ball of acid at you.
Alright, that's nasty. Alright.
Rowan?
Fuck this.
You're all just legging it.
35.
White
And,
flopper.
I'm already inside of the tunnel.
Yeah, Main just doping the fuck out. And the leeches.
Bye, crazy man!
They just kind of plop themselves off of the pillars they're attached to, so like worming their way along the floor. And as it gets close, and Siegfried is running past, it just coil up and then launches itself right at Siegfried. Oop. So we can actually see them. Nope, that's a 2. Thing. Just coils up and launches itself, and Siegfried just like quickly duck out of the way and it skims past him. And this one will launch itself at Larastay. With a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
So it launches and sticks on.
Okay. Is it like stuck on me right now?
Yeah, it like launches and it hits onto your back, and you hear this like round bit of like piercing, and it seems to like stick itself onto you.
That's just nasty.
1 damage. Sticks on there and just sticks. Yes, they're gonna plop down and worming their way towards you. They can't get within range to launch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. Just like, damn, they got some good movement.
Yeah, Larastay, you got one that's kind of stuck itself onto your back.
Yeah, just
The
to
one
make it
that's
play.
play.
It's exclamation mark play. Yeah, there you go. Music should start now.
Oh.
Right, so what sort of check can I do to get it off of me?
You can do a strength to try and rip it off, or if you wanted, you could like try and stab it. Although that'll be a fairly difficult and risky stabbing. Yes, you can do a strength check at disadvantage. You can try and reach behind you and rip it off, or you could like run off and let somebody else try and get rid of it after you've gotten away a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna disengage so another one doesn't get on me, and just continue running down towards the opening.
You disengage if one's still stuck to your back. Siegfried.
Room inside of the pipe.
Siegfried is also, he's still running.
Right. Do you disengage and run, or are you just running?
Disengage and run.
Yeah, you can get up into the tunnel.
Yep.
And since Rowan is the one slowest to get out, so as Rowan's like getting into the doorway, if the guy reaches in and pulls out another thing, which he lobs at Rowan, which kind of hits the wall and starts like melting away some of the rock next to his head. As Rowan, I assume, like ducks off into the tunnel as well.
Yeah, Ron's doing a full dash action. Just going, Niga yonde yo! Just running away.
Secret technique.
Secret technique! Here, I'll put that in this chat instead.
Rhythm control. Running.
Yeah.
And,
As soon as we get some distance, I'm just gonna say, can someone get this damn slug off me?
Mange,
Yeah, as you were running off. Larastay, you took another 2 damage, and you reduce your con by 1. I think it is being away. Yeah, your con.
Reduce my... Okay.
Con damage.
Yeah, I can't change my damage right now because I can't see my token, but yeah.
You can change your current HP.
On your sheet.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Current 12 con. Yes, this thing's just latching away, just stuck onto your back to be happily sucking away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout to everybody. Can someone please take this thing off me? It is piercing my back.
God damn.
You guys
I will. The better rolls.
And I mean, with all of you there doing it, I don't think you really need to make the roll because there's 3 people tugging on a single thing.
Damn.
Apparently, I was going to suggest just like pulling one of the bolts I have from my crossbow and just sticking it in the head of the grub thing.
Yeah, as like Mange kind of like pulls it straight, so you got some range, and then you just kind of stick a dagger and kind of stab it around until it lets go. You just kind of squish it before it can try and jump at somebody else.
You should get that cleaned.
Yeah.
Big circular like hole cut into Laraste's back.
Yeah, I'll take a second to cast Cure Light Wounds, because I can do that. So I can heal 2d4 plus caster intelligence.
And what does it look like when Laraste does the healy?
You see some light energy coming out my hand as I go over it, and it just kind of starts healing over the wound, like starts growing back, type of thing. What's my intelligence? Well, that's got awful roll, but anyway, a little bit better.
You do that and the wound kind of like heals up a bit, but not fully all the way. Okay. No?
Yeah, can I make a quick apothecary check again, just to check if it, I guess it's on my back. Well, I was hitting the shoulder with the acid, so could you make a apothecary check to see if
a nice big like, acid burn on your shoulder.
Yeah, just make a quick apothecary check.
I can assist you if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really need if she succeeded. You look at it and like, yeah, it's quite tender and like very red. It seems like whatever the acid was, it was like very short lasting. It didn't seem to last long outside of his stomach or whatever that was.
This is why I hate the sewers.
You guys can take another short.
This is why I love the sewers.
You can take another short rest if you want it.
Cool.
This is why I hate Nurgle.
Nurgle just discount Horned Rat anyway.
Fair.
Situationally, the sewers can be a great place to hide or a cesspit.
Cesspit, more like home.
Alright, yeah, matter of perspective.
I'll cast Cure Light Wounds as well on Laraste. Come on, DDM. Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah, happy about DDM.
And also, that's going to be another 4 hit points for you. And let me roll a D100 because this is going to be fun.
Mange stays
60.
as far away from Rowan as possible as he's doing this.
63. Roll a D4.
Oh boy. Alright. Let me pull it open. A 1.
Does Rowan cast the spell? And then, like, oh, yeah, you cast the spell and, yeah, you feel like rush of wild magic go through you, but you don't notice anything immediately.
Chest burst.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, so, yeah, to Rowan, that's what you say. The rest of you hear.
That's all we hear.
Yeah, you're just hearing him speaking gibberish.
I'm sorry, what?
Speak normal.
What are you all looking at me like that?
Why do you say weird things?
Well, again, he hears himself say that, you guys hear. As Rowan got a speaker
that was
of the
Mange's
voice.
response to him speaking gibberish. I know that's what's happening.
Yeah, for the next month, he can only speak in gibberish that no living creature can understand.
Next month.
Yep, a full month.
Can I re-roll that? A full month?
Can you spend a reroll pool on this?
Cause fuck me, that's going to be annoying as shit. Also, that's gonna be multiple long rests.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you. Yeah, sure, I'll let you reroll EDM if you want.
Thank you. Alright,
Well,
wait,
can be
I also
pretty-
could lose a hand.
Yeah, because rerolls can be pretty valuable and you can get worse.
78.
78.
78. Alright. So yeah, he's talking normally, and again, you feel something go through you, but you can't tell exactly what. It's like almost like sparking energy in your hands, but you're not really sure what that's doing.
Oh, this is nice.
There's no like tingly feeling in your hands.
Huh. Nice.
Thanks for the help, Rowan, with the healing.
Of course. If you need any more, by all means, just ask. I for some reason had a vision that I was speaking like an alien, and that would have lasted long. Oh well, just a vision.
Need to get that magic under control.
Damn thing acting weird. Mange says as he pulls one of the rats from earlier out of his pocket and bites his head off.
Charming. Very charming.
Well, he's acting normal at least.
Well, normal.
Yeah,
I'm
normal.
pretty sure the fucking Skaven are eating rats in one of the game's fucking like opening trailers.
Oh yeah, cannibalism is a pastime for Skaven. Cannibalism is kind of a national pastime among the rat men.
Is it cannibalism more along the lines of like a human eating a chimpanzee? It's kind of just kind of weird.
Depends on where you stand. Yeah. You guys can take a short rest if you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we've done healing, so screw that. We keep going. We don't want that guy to catch us.
And again, like, a short rest isn't like an hour like it is in D&D. It's like 20 seconds, whatever, to kind of like bandage yourself up and take a quick breather. But you do have
guys, gonna receive Nurgle's blessing.
You just go back out there. Hey, I'm sorry for my friends. I changed my mind.
Yo, can I get some of that good dig shit?
Bro, you got that good
cancer
shit.
down my throat.
You got the malaria, dog?
Yeah, you got the good malaria. Got that good yellow fever. The Black Death for me.
Bro, pass me that good shit.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, you guys continue following along the tunnel to the last area that was marked on your map. And as you come up to it, you find yourself in this like small box room. There's like it is for Mange, it's a fairly habitable room. For the rest of you, it is just absolutely covered in filth. Looks like somebody took basically all the filth that you could get in the rest of the sewer and just piled it into this one room.
Oh.
As after a few seconds, you hear some heavy footsteps coming from the tunnel off to your right. Some heavy footsteps from that direction.
Heavy footsteps.
Shit.
Is there anything to possibly hide behind in this room?
There are massive piles of shit.
I will try my luck at
Same here.
Mange, it very gleefully jumps into a pile of shit. He's doing the best at hiding it out of all of you.
Shit.
Literally. The elf of all people.
Yes, the elf recovering from the acid burn with presumably all the still potentially open but bandaged up wounds now failing miserably to be stealthy in a pile of shit is just it's beautiful.
The elf quote unquote ate shit.
Thing just dives right into one, just fully vanishing beneath it. Rowan quickly runs and dies behind one. Siegfried?
So, Siggy's gonna try his best to just get like behind the nearest remaining just pile of shit. Like, well,
You can hide behind this one because Mange is literally inside him.
Oh yeah, Lara, if you have a reroll pool, you can reroll that.
Oh yeah, I will definitely reroll that because
If you have, you can spend it to reroll. And then very good for when you get that.
No, I see.
I'm definitely gonna reroll it.
Unless you want to have just face planted into
Ooh,
Barely.
that was close.
So close, I almost fell into it.
So I'll describe what happens in a second.
So would hide be Dex then?
Yeah, if you don't have stealth, it's just dead. Siegfried is surprisingly one of the stealthiest of the group.
I got my experience. You know, when time hits the shit, you gotta roll with the shit. You gotta move with the shit, hide with shit, fight with the shit. You become one with the shit.
And you will variously hide behind and or in the piles of shit.
Oh no, he's just he understands the shit.
He's gonna back to it, trying to stay quiet as you hear the heavy foot stomps coming in. And it's like, imagine Lara stays there for back to it, trying to be quiet, as like she feels something like climb onto her shoulder. He's just like large centipede kind of creeping out of it, like seeming like heading towards your ear. Managed to stifle a scream, like flap it away before it like goes climbing into your face.
Kind of very quietly whispering to myself, "This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
It's fine. It's fine." As Mange got really good. So I imagine Mange is like inside of it, kind of peeking, like makes stuff little peek corners, like looking through, to like see what's going on. And you got really good on that. And you just see this guy kind of walks in, kind of grabs a handful of the pile in front of him and starts like rubbing it into the massive hole in his intestines. He's seemingly quite content.
Man.
So he does that and starts kind of walking around, seemingly inspecting his piles, seemingly like adjusts little bits here and there.
Oh no.
Falls slowly deeper into the pile until he's at the bottom.
You kind of like close a little peephole and slink into it. It starts going around. And you kind of see this big meaty hand kind of slap down like a couple inches away from your head, Darstay. Kind of like fingers me around, scoops up a bit, kind of like sniffs it, licks it, pops it back.
Just the worst. She just looks so mad right now. I was like, I really want to get out of here.
Kind of moves around to all the piles, kind of inspects it, moves a bit around, kind of seems satisfied. Then he goes over and just sits down on one. As he does this, you seem to realize like this might be like where he lives. This might just be like his house. Because he seems to be quite comfortable.
So, this far corner over here, how far would that be from him, you think? Like, how many feet?
What do you mean?
20. It's about like 20 feet from him.
Siegfried wants to try to quietly ready his crossbow. Is there anything Siegfried can see behind that, like, final mound of shit off in the farthest corner?
Yeah, you can see there's a tunnel that presumably leads further off into the sewer. Other than that, yeah, just big old pile of shit. Doesn't seem like he like collects shinies or anything. If he does, they might be in like the bottom of the pile.
Which way is this thing currently looking?
Currently, it's like kind of just like lazing, kind of looking around, seemingly fairly content. He's not like looking in any single direction for any length of time.
I'm gonna try signal to Siegfried to do my best to signal. Can we try sneak past the massive piles of shit to the next door?
With that, I remind you, like this seems to have been like the furthest room that was marked on the map, and what the guy asked you to do was like basically get rid of the Nurgle follower, so that you would have a clear path to get through.
Okay.
Fair point. He would signal back to you. He kind of give like a thumbs up, but also like hold up like a finger for wait, and just kind of like point straight ahead, like behind where the Nurgle follower is, and just kind of like do like a aiming motion, and then kind of like a wobbly hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just pull out my crossbow and just like motion this or this. Yeah. I'm just going to mention this now. I'm doing the signals in real life right now. It's just hard to describe them.
Yeah, same, but like I'm not gonna like metagame and or like scream them aloud. So when you kind of sort of draw your crossbow, he's gonna aim his and shoot in the direction he mentioned, like kind of off to the right behind him, and he's just gonna shoot off there, see if it hits anything and makes a noise.
Oh, so he's
Where are you firing? You're firing like down the tunnel?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, you don't even need to roll to aim for that, so just roll a sleight of hand, I guess. Yeah, you aim it down there and kind of like making sure like there's a big.
Did it go great?
Oh, I thought it was a 4. Yeah, that was myself. Yeah, you kind of like sitting there and you're aiming and you pull the trigger and it's a, and then it hits the wall. Makes a loud clattering noise as the guy looks at the bolt and then looks back at the way it came, and seems to be aware of something is now in the room.
This is fine.
They just like look fairly lazily in your direction, and then you hear him like standing up.
Yeah. Larastay is gonna start as he's moving towards their shit pile. I'm gonna start like moving around my shit pile.
Mange is going to crawl out this side of the shit pile, presumably covered in shit, and lie down in an attempt to be stealthy and get off a sneak attack should he come too close.
Yeah, you can all roll another stealth. Siegfried, are you trying to be stealthy again?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, ignore that one.
Yeah, that was strength.
Yeah, there you go.
We're fucking gone, apparently.
Oh, great success
again. So yeah, how
does
Siegfried...
motherfucker among us?
Yeah, how does Siegfried just
He has his ways.
How does Siegfried vanish here?
He rolls into the nearest thing, whether that be shit or bones. Just the nearest thing that looks like obscures body.
Yeah, you look around real quick and you see like a bit of a rib cage kind of underneath the pile, which seems to be like a small hollow which you can like tuck and roll into, and you're basically underneath the pile.
Underneath, like just freaking rib cage of a cow.
And then probably wait for what's next for Rowan to show up, because he might have something he wants to do as this guy approaches.
So just to get the record straight, the guys was asking us to kill this thing, right?
Yeah, he said to like get rid of the Nurgle guy that was there because he wanted a clear path.
Alright, cool. Just making sure about that. I'm gonna backstab this asshole when the opportunity arises.
Yeah, no wrong thing. Yeah, well, Rowan, you're on the other side, so you don't need to redo your stealth. Which you saw as Siegfried got out his crossbow and tried to shoot down the hallway to make a noise to distract him. But he kind of hit the wall, and the guy seemingly saw where it came from and is now approaching the pile.
Oh.
As they're all presumably redoubling their efforts at hiding.
Alright, I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, Rowan, are you doing anything?
Where was Larastay going ahead and firing too, like this way.
Siegfried tried to shoot down there but hit the wall, and he seemed to have noticed where the bolt came from, going towards it. Narastay, you saw just jump behind this thing and haven't seen her since.
Okay. Rowan is... Well, he already knows that somebody might do it, so...
Well, you can like see and hear the guy plopping over towards it. He's not very quiet.
Yeah.
And the thing that reminded them, your job seems to have been to actually kill this guy. Because the guy did ask you to remove the Nurgle guy that was in the way.
Oh, okay. I thought it was to, like, clear... Oh, that's what you meant by clear it. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, seeing him approach... And you're seeing him approach the pile where you saw Siegfried and Mange go and hide. So, you doing anything?
Ron's gonna pull out his crossbow and wait and sees what happens, because if they go into combat, then he'll be able to surprise attack him. But if they plan on just still stealthing, then you shall complete or stay stealth.
Yeah, so Rowan and Iris are kind of like peeking out to see what's going on as Mange and Siegfried are both hiding as best they can. And so Rowan and Iris, you see as the guy kind of steps up and then opens his mouth and his jaw seems to unhinge as it goes unnaturally wide. And then there is a very uncomfortable, like, retching, just that horrible, like, cat hairball retching noise. Followed quickly by this just very, like, Exorcist style, just spray out of his mouth. So can Siegfried and Mange both give me a luck dex with advantage? Because you do have a bunch of literal shit in the way.
You said luck and dex?
Yeah, so it's if you get luck, you set it to dex, then you roll that.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd have any bonus for luck. So there's dex then?
So, Ken, on your sheet, where it says luck, the big drop down just to the right of it, click on that and click dex save. See what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And then click
Where
the
it
other one and
says-
make it advantage.
Oh, or he can just click it again if he wants.
Just
Wait,
roll
how do you
it
have
again. There you go.
How do you have 13 luck?
It'd be 11.
I was 11.
Yeah, you both succeed,
plus
so
your dex
reduce your current luck by 1. Because you succeeded a luck save, you
Right, I'm
lose
actually
luck.
going down to 10 because I regained luck since last time.
Yeah. Yep, you should both be at 10 luck. As just this spray of, like, black, brackish, horrible whatever liquid this is that just sprays out of his mouth and drenches the entirety of the pile. Thankfully, you guys were covered up enough that although you feel like bits of it splash around you, none of it actually seems to get on you. As you also get slight hissing coming from the pile, and you can see like bits of it kind of falling off. You know, watch as the jaw like unnaturally hinges itself back on. You can like looks at the pile again, tilting his head. He seems to shrug after a second and start walking back towards his main pile.
Yeah, while he's walking up that way, I'm gonna try switch piles to this one over here.
Roll
While
me
his
another
head's
stealth.
turned.
Yeah, roll me
Alright.
stealth with advantage, because he is fairly easy to tell which way he's facing. You do a quick tuck and roll. Yep. You just like quick roll to the next pile, next cover.
Cool. I'll wait for someone to do something.
So,
Siegfried's...
question.
Oh, wait.
You'll just have like crossbows trained on, just waiting for somebody else to shoot.
Wait,
As you seem
what's the
fairly
question?
oblivious.
How wide and tall is this as far as like me being able to swing my axe properly? I'm assuming I don't have any issues.
Yeah, it's like this guy is like over 6 feet, and he's took like a good like couple foot clearance. It seems like a fairly large area.
Alright. So Mange is very slowly Mange is going to crawl towards this side, like straight across, but he's completely covered in shit, so he's trying to do it stealthily.
Right, roll into the stealth. There isn't any massive piles, so basically everywhere does have a bit of a layer of it. So you can still make the check.
So yeah, he's trying to go like.
Wow.
Here.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, Lareste is also gonna try go to the next pile as well. Just during this time. While he's looking away, obviously.
Yep.
How far can we crawl?
Keeps rolling ass for his perception. It's an angel sneaking around. Siegfried, Rowan, anything fancy you guys want to do?
Siegfried's gonna sneak up one more, up to probably move into here.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Yeah, he's not
check.
over 12. I'm just rolling a perception for him. He fails.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a final short run to just try and get behind the pile that he's sitting on, if possible.
Alright, that will be a harder one, so say normal stealth for you, he'll get advantage on his perception.
Cool, that's fine.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, as you tuck and roll and head over to there, you see as you go to slide down into it, he turns. It turns and looks directly at you as you're sliding into it. And you start.
Immediately gonna try and make an attack on him.
Yeah, he has seen you, so that'll be initiative. Although he has not seen you guys, so as you see him see her, you can all make an attack.
Oh yeah, and we get advantage because we're in sneaky mode.
Yeah, so he just looks to her.
I have to move the rest of the duration because I.
If you had a range attack, you could launch that, or you could
The only
run
thing
up.
I would have would be my dagger, and Mage doesn't want to try to find his dagger again and all this shit.
I'll
Yeah, so yeah, he has no idea you guys are there. So all of you, the three of you can all just basically get a free turn out of initiative.
okay.
All right. 9. What the fuck? I clicked on his token. Whatever. Mange's free turn is going to be spent coming over here. And coming up behind him now that he's looking in the complete opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that right?
Yeah. So you get a free turn because he doesn't know you're there. You can just run up and hit him.
No, wait, before...
Alright, go ahead and do your thing first.
I was gonna say, before you go into combat, into melee range, remember that if we're shooting ranged at him, we're gonna get, a bad penalty. So I'd say we do...
literally only has ranged.
Yeah, but you can hold
I meant...
a half second to let them get their shot and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, because these all happen simultaneously, so you guys can just take your shots
Okay,
as
so
charges in of his axe.
we get advantage to fire, correct? Since it's
Yep.
stealth? Okay. That's a 16, and that one's a fumble, so I'm gonna take the 16.
But of course.
Why not?
What's this song?
So everyone pops out and fires his shot. As he kind of hits into the side and he seems to get absorbed into the bulk.
Rowan, in his cockiness, just yells, "Zeech is better!"
Siegfried, do you want to do your shot?
Yeah, Siegfried's gonna. So the free action he's gonna use to move up to about here.
Oh no. I clicked my back button by accident.
And he's gonna attack with his crossbow. So yeah.
Hold on a moment.
Alright.
Holding. Holding.
You can roll your attack, I'm joining that.
13, and then roll again because you have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage, you can roll twice.
Okay, make the 13.
13.
To hit.
Yeah, you fire that, and you see it kind of hit straight into his neck, and then just like sink in, not seeming to really bother him.
Alright, so Mange is going to swing his axe with very much specifically the intent of trying to take off an arm.
So remember, you can do exploit stuff to do stuff like that.
Yep, that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to axe a nerd. Is this with advantage?
Yeah, so you want to choose a major exploit. Yeah, you are hidden, so you have advantage.
So it's a major exploit, you said?
Yeah, so yeah, exploits basically you declare after you hit, so that you don't lose any luck if you miss.
It's AC 22, damage 9.
Was that with advantage? Yeah.
That was with advantage,
You got double 17, nice. So you run and you swing that into his arm, and if you bite in, you hit bone, and yeah, roll a luck. As you push your weight into it and try and hack on through that bone.
I would gather?
It's just straight luck for exploit.
Damn.
Oh, you can press in, but you feel like you are just slightly off, like you hit the actual bone rather than at the joint, so you can't quite get it all the way through.
And Mange is going to try and just back up a little bit. He finishes his swing and then he jumps back. He's still within swinging range, but
yeah, and they hit that in kind of. Once you see you can't push it through, you pull it out and kind of spin around. All right, so that's actual initiative. Rowan.
Rowan's gonna go ahead and spend his turn. As he's just standing backwards in the ship pile, just yeah, siege is better, and he's just reloading his crossbow.
Got back behind and start. Pull the string back, put the bolt in. I'll be with you in a sec.
He's yeah, give me a second, guys. I got this.
Alright, clarity.
Cool. So I just want to clarify something. So when a target has less than half its HP, it's considered staggered, correct?
He is still just above staggered.
Alright, cool. Just confirming that. Right.
I've got a little half heart symbol when they're below.
Alright. I'll make just an attack. I'll move in and make an attack with my short sword against him.
Oh shit!
There we go. I couldn't. I was trying to.
He was singing the song.
What the thing was to do that. Shift your hand.
That thing's pretty nasty.
Yeah, as you run in and you swing the sword, slicing across his guts, you see this greenish, presumably blood spill out. And yeah, he is now below half.
Right,
I'll
make a offhand attack with my second short sword. Yep, 13.
13, you swing that in, you slash across him, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. He does not seem too bothered by that cut.
Alright.
He has AC 4.
Yeah, that is all I can do.
Then his turn. What does he want to do?
Mange, as he is about to take his turn, Mange screams, "Nurgle just discount! Fucking horned! Rat!"
As they say, you see he reaches in and grabs a big handful of it, which he slaps onto his belly and starts rubbing in.
Yeah.
He just slaps it and starts rubbing that in. You see where he rubs it seems to quickly turn into flesh. You look across him and you see he looks almost, good is not a good word, but yeah, he still looks like he's got half of his intestines spilling out, but in the way he was before. He doesn't look too bothered by these injuries.
Would that
That
be his
is
action?
his turn. Yeah, that's his action to do that, and not any point in him moving around.
Alright. So we are going to...
Mage.
I am going to launch my ferocious rage now. Equal to your con modifier. So my con modifier is, so 2 full rounds, I take half damage. Plus 2 bonus on strength and con checks, as well as attack rolls, damage rolls, and luck saves. So that means it's a plus 2 to hit, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It just says as attack rolls, damage rolls, and luck saves. So I think that does all.
Yeah.
So I'm just temporarily giving my axe plus 2 across the board for
Pretty
those
much,
2 things. And Mange is gonna swing. Oh!
That's pretty good.
You just stab that in. And you
Chope.
hack back into that arm where you recently slapped a bunch of shit and healed up the wound. You hack it back in the same spot and take another big chunk out of that arm.
Oh boy. You're getting damage in. That was 16 damage!
Mm-hmm.
My 9 damage almost put him to half health.
Yeah, that was after the other 2 had shot him already.
Oh, so those actually did do anything. Is there any other effect to crits?
You do the max damage plus 1. Yeah, that's it. If you get a 19, then you get the special effect of your weapon. Unless you're a fighter, in which case you get both on 19 and 20. Because fighters are fan.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of fighters, Siegfried.
So, actually,
So-
with that, can I attempt to do a great exploit and lob his arm up again?
Yeah. It's another luck check.
Alright. Hell yeah!
Alright.
Down 1 luck.
Do you want to use his luck? Nah. As you bring in that axe and you press down it, you feel it pop off as his arm just goes spinning away. He looks at the stump with this, like, thick green liquid slowly oozing out of it. And doesn't seem too concerned about it.
Alright, so for Siegfried's turn, what's the max distance I can do a charge at?
I believe it's like your movement range plus 10 or so.
Alright, so he's gonna go ahead and switch style to charger.
Charging is you may move between 40 and 60 feet and make a melee attack at the end of the move.
Alright, so he's gonna switch his fighting style to charging.
Do a bit of a funky move around, but yeah.
And he's gonna try to charge big leper fuck.
A reminder with charging is that oh yeah, except when you switch to charger, that doesn't matter. Because normally they get advantage, but that's what charger does.
What was that last part?
Because I was saying, like, normally when you do a charge, everybody gets advantage to hit you, but that's what charger stance does. It reverts to that. So
Yep.
you get a bonus to hit. And damage.
So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and charge him.
Yeah, it's like he whips out his board, whips out his right hand and goes running around.
Yeah.
And with a nice hearty yell, he's gonna make that end of charge. Gonna go ahead and make that end of charge attack with this right-hander.
Yep, plus 2 to hit and damage.
Try and lob
Plus
off his
2?
other arm.
13
I don't
just
think you
barely
did the
misses.
Did you add
Plus
the
2
to
though.
it?
I didn't add the plus 2, so that would be 15.
Did you include that?
No, he didn't.
Oh, I didn't include a plus 2, no.
Alright, so then that would hit. 15. And
Nice.
it's
And he'd be knocked prone, I believe.
that's only if you get a natural 19. Oh yeah, charge stance. He needs to make a strength save. Like.
Yep.
So what kind of save is it? It's a luck strength.
Yep. Yep.
Alright. That is a natural 20.
Is that a bad thing in this case, or could
Yes. On a luck you went over below your luck.
Right.
Yes, you run in and slash into him, kind of like hitting him right in the leg and nearly taking it off, and he stumbles backwards and falls onto his pile.
Yes.
Right, Rowan.
Alright, here we go.
One's gonna begin moving up to here, actually. Let's see how close he can get. Probably like 30. And about to here. Why not? And would the awe of this unit here, if I fired a ranged attack into him, Would it be at during? Well, he's prone, but yet he's huge on the mound.
Prone, I'd say wouldn't really affect because, of his size and how close he is, but he is still in combat, so he gets the bonus to AC.
Okay.
6 feet and hit him in the leg and then stand there. He's like moving around, trying to like avoid any return swings and all that.
Allow me to try something really quick.
Stand there, they're like swinging and slashing at each other.
Okay.
A bit.
Everyone's gonna try roll a d3. Siegfried, I apologize in advance. I do apologize.
Roll another d3.
Does that hit?
What was that last song?
Roll another DC to see who you shoot. On a 1 it's Siegfried, on a 2 it's Larastay, on a 3 it's Mange.
Okay.
So
somebody's taking 7 damage.
Mange would take 3.
2.
Larastay!
How?
So it's like, you gotta fire at it as Siegfried hits him in the leg and he starts falling backwards. Like, as he's falling backwards, you're firing at his gut, just as Larastay's, head comes into where his chest had been before. So Larastay just takes a crossbow bolt right into the collarbone.
God freaking damn it, man.
7 damage into the chest.
Mange is slowly just glowing on the inside from seeing the Dark Elf get one-up so many times this entire time.
I've had the worst luck in this game.
Yeah, just like me on hitting fucking anything that first fight.
Oh, I am so sorry.
The Larastay just takes its bolt to the chest and Bubba's quite mad.
Mange just wholeheartedly says, "Good shot!"
I peer angrily at Rowan, but there's something a little bit more important right now. There's a literal elephant in the room, so I'm gonna go. So I would be an extra 2 because 2 to the attack because there's 2 people surrounding him.
And no, you get a flat +1 for outnumbering. You don't get a bonus for every one.
Okay, so it's +1 for that, and he's currently prone, so another +1, hey? Alright.
Yeah, check. It might be a +2. Technically, a prone target is a +2, so you have a +3.
Alright, cool.
If you miss this, you suck.
Yeah, I really do suck. Yeah, let's see if this hits.
8.
Yeah, there we go, that's better. And an extra D8 for...
The line that you stab that into his chest.
Yeah, so 9 damage total.
Guess what health he's on?
He's on 1 hit.
He's on 1 hit.
Do you have an offhand?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna make an offhand attack.
+3. It's like a thing with my monsters that they always get to 1 or 2 hit points before going down.
Just by the way, I actually rolled a natural attack. Can I roll normally now?
No. Oh, that's also a nat 19. Or is that, What's the nat 19 of effect of a short sword?
I will disarm them.
Cut off their arm.
So he has lost his other arm, quite literally.
Yeah, he does not have a weapon, so he can't disarm.
I'm just gonna make this
Doing great.
normal attack because I accidentally rolled a disadvantage.
No, that's not. That's not how it works.
Bullshit.
Yeah, to see you
Wasn't that supposed to be your dad's? Are they both short swords? Are they both short swords, Serasi?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both short sword.
Oh.
Yeah, as you on his chest, you stab the first sword in, straight through the heart, expecting him to be dead. You see he's still looking at you, and you bring down the other one to stab, and his good arm reaches up and grabs your arm. As he gets a free attack, and you feel as he grabs your arm, the claws kind of long, weird nails on his scratching. And that is a 13.
13 misses, thankfully.
Yeah, he kind of scratches that and you can pull your arm out. You can slash at his wrist a few times before he lets go and pull your hand out. As it gets to his turn. He could heal himself again, but that would just keep going. So instead, he's going to look at Larastay and Siegfried, and you see he's like judders a bit and his jaw unhinges. And again, that horrible retching sound of these just bile and stuff spews out. And both of you give me a luck dex.
I get advantage on mine.
Because you're a quick little elf.
Yeah.
Right, that's a success for you.
And
it's
exactly the same thing for the one without.
Yeah!
Nice.
So you both
Could have been a lot worse.
both take half damage because you dive to the side. The only reason you took no damage the first time is because you had a big pile of shit to to soak it for you. This one, unfortunately, is spraying
Never
it.
throw away your shit.
You both like look at each other and then dive to the side to try and avoid it. So kind of get clipped slightly. Wow, minimum damage. That is 2. That is 1 damage.
Oh, I'm dead. No.
There's 2d4. But it's 2, so 1 damage. That should have put Larastay down. You don't anything but a double 1.
Now it's
Got
my
somewhat
turn!
You got so fucking lucky there.
I still have my ferocious rage!
Yep. Maybe they're still just screaming about how the Horn Rat is better than Nurgle.
Horned rat better! God damn it.
That thing, you swing that in, you slice off a big chunk of his back. But it's like, there's a lot of shit on his back, and you see, like, as you cut in, the shit falls in, it seems to heal it as you go through. Right, Siegfried, let's see if you can survive a full turn. With 1 hit point. You could blow on him and he'd fall over at this point.
Here we go.
He's missing an arm, his like legs torn to shit. He's got like several holes in his chest.
Keep missing him! Mange need to kill him!
He's got like a sword that's buried in his heart. So, how does Siegfried manage to finish him off?
So Siegfried just kind of goes for the center mass, jabs his sword. Wait, what?
Mange, were you including the +1 for outnumbering?
Oh no.
Alright, then. Alright, so then Mange.
You just cocked Siegfried.
Sorry, I don't want to cook Mange though.
I
Needs his fucking kill.
I'm very sad now. I'm done for now. I'm just gonna go sit in a corner.
Can we like flavor this as Mange and
Yeah, you guys can
Siegfried
team up
together?
together. Yeah, so how do you guys finally finish this guy off?
Alright, Mange is going to basically use the axe instead of like a slashing motion. He's going to attempt to impale him towards Siegfried with like the bladed edge of it, and puts all his weight in pushing him forward.
And following that, Siegfried's gonna stick just a little higher, but to the left, and just kind of drive it up. Try to bring it like up the guy's chin, like through his skull. So it's kind of like an impalement and like head in half thing.
Yeah, so Mange is like, as he's like spraying this out, Mange hits him with the axe from behind and kind of is more like pushing him with the axe than actually cutting. Although you can see like his spine has been severed by that axe. So it should kill him. As you push him forward of that, falls forward up onto Siegfried, kind of brings the blade into the path as the guy's chin just goes straight onto the blade, like up through the top of his head.
Mange, count that mange kill!
And even as your sword is going up through the chin, you can see there is still light in his eyes. So you kind of wrench it out and just take the head off.
Nice.
It kind of flops and rolls down on the floor as the body collapses and falls down.
Mange quickly jumps over to him, lands on his back, pulls out his dagger, and cuts off his ear.
Siegfried will call over like, hey now, those Nurgle ears with all the boils, they're extra big. Maybe they're like 2 ears? I don't know if we can do a normal rating.
Mange looks at Siegfried, sort of just like slits his eyes, pulls up the dagger, and very slowly cuts off the other ear and hands it to Siegfried.
Yeah, this Mange jumped on the back, realized the head was gone, and looks over and runs after it and picks it up and starts carving at the ears. Picking it up like a basketball and it's kind of
After
selling
he's
the
done, he just sort of takes the head, drops it, and putt kicks it across the room into the furthest pile of shit.
Yeah, you just boot it.
Nice.
So it plops into it. You see, like, slowly sink into it. The head is a lot heavier.
Go for Horrid Rat!
Oh, who do we lose?
I think we, oh yeah, we're nearing the 3 hours that he needs to head out. Wait, no.
Yeah, I know.
Going. But we are still hitting about the 3 hours. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have 8 minutes.
So yeah, so you guys now stand in this room with this head sinking into one pile and the body slowly sinking into the other. And yeah, there we go. Like 8 minutes, not really enough to do much. So, like, are you guys just like leaving, or would you guys like, yeah? So you guys like time to loot.
Number one, Mange puts away the ear for later necklace creation. And number two, Mange is going to spend a good little while just rummaging through every pile of shit to find any even remote means of fucking shiny that he can.
So you start looking around. I'm in too many games with this skills.
Great success!
Yep. I'm always just having to check if there's like investigation like D&D. Yep, so you start like searching around and looting through it. And let me go to the loot tables. So roll me a you with a great success you'll find basically everything. So roll me a D100.
9.
Alright.
Nine!
Alright. So that's that one. Roll me another D100.
Damn it doesn't just have that. That would be nice. 5. 9 to
Alright.
job.
You find 60 gold pieces worth of valuables hidden around.
Mange, Alright, so there's 4 people in the party this time around. That would mean 15 per, but Mange, slips an extra 5 into his pocket, and proceeds to, give each of them... He slips an extra 6 into his pocket, just because numbers are dumb. So it's 60, he takes, like, 21 of it. There's like 39 left. He gives each of the rest of them 13. So if I do any sort of deception or anything, let me know.
Yeah, so somebody roll me another D100.
I'll roll.
Play 2.
Yes, you're kind of all helping, like searching through all of these various piles. Eventually, like kind of looking through, you find one basically buried at the bottom. I mean, a bit too much for looting.
It's epic loot music.
So you're kind of looking through, you find all the various, several chunks of weird stone, various generic variables. And then you also find this. The bottom one, if you see a loop of very like filth encrusted, presumably leather or something, like going through it. Like it's an amulet of some kind. And you notice that as you pull it out, although the leather neck bit remains covered, is absolutely covered. Like the metal and stuff looks absolutely perfectly clean, like it was just freshly cleaned.
Mange looks over, sees that it's shiny, and runs over to you. Give!
Hold on. We will have a look at it when we get back to base. And I
No, give cash, take thing. Mange just like hands him like 6 more gold. Give.
Again, we'll have a look at it when we get back to base.
Mange just looks at him and says, Mange, save you! Give!
I said we'll look at it when we get back to base. And I'm just keeping with that stand.
Mange is just going to like... Then basically the entire time back, Mange is going to be pestering him to give it. He's a shiny.
I will not give it.
So you guys exit the sewer with your loot and eventually return to the base. Where that is, I think, a decent place to finish up, as we can pick up with you guys returning at the start of next session.
Yep.
Cool
And we'll also
beans.
find out what the hell the thing is next session. Leave that as a mystery. I want to know, not now.
Yep. I need to make a note for myself, otherwise I will lose it.
Hey.
Cool beans.
Probably
I'm
pin
gonna
that
hop out.
post.
Thanks
Anyway.
for the session. Enjoyed it.
Alright. I'll see you guys
Slap
all
some
later.
boilies.
See you, go do your outro for the Twitch.
Bye, everyone.
I'm gonna do my
Buddy.
outro thing.
See you all next week.